Long before humans, tens of millions of years ago, Earth was a stranger world, humid, untamed, and ruled by giants not yet named. Fern forests carpeted the land. Mist hung in the air. Here, every sound feels ancient, and every footprint is proof of life. Today, we find that world again in stone, bones, teeth, and layered sediment stacked like pages of time. From those fragments, science rebuilds what vanished, not just skeletons, but movement, breath, and the ways these animals lived. Back then, the continents were one, Pangaea, a vast realm where wind and drought could travel from one edge to the other. The Triassic opened under brutal heat. Deserts stretched on. Water was rare as a miracle, and life had to run faster than death. The earliest predators were small and lean, but speed was their weapon. One heartbeat too slow, and you were left behind. They didn't hunt with teeth alone. They hunted with formation, splitting, driving, and striking the moment their prey lost rhythm. In that same age, plant eaters began to grow. Dinosaurs, an early step toward the colossal long necks of the future. When a giant body passes, the whole world changes scale. Evolution is experimenting, and Earth is preparing for an explosion of life. Not all hunters were built for speed. Some learned patience, waiting in shadow. Time reshapes everything. Deserts give way to green. The air grows heavy with moisture, and a new age begins. Jurassic Earth is alive with water and forests. In these valleys, life doesn't just survive, it multiplies. Across the floodplains, long necks move like living landmarks. Herds so vast they turn migration into a season. Brachiosaurus rises into the canopy, feeding where few others can reach, an advantage measured in meters, not moments. Wetlands are the Jurassic's engine. Where water spreads, food follows, and every shoreline becomes a battleground of opportunity. Stegosaurus carries its defenses in plain sight. Plates like banners, and a tail built to end an argument. Sometimes survival is a message, not a fight. One posture, one swing, and the forest understands. Keep your distance. But predators are listening. In the shadows, Allosaurus watches, built for pursuit, drawn by the promise of weakness. Here, power is negotiated. One step too close, and the cost is immediate, measured in bone and instinct. A single swing can redraw the rule. The tail is not just a weapon, it's a boundary. And sometimes that's enough. The predator fades back into the trees, and the living world exhales. Jurassic life continues. Migration, feeding, flight above the canopy. But Earth is changing again, and the next chapter is already forming. Continents drift apart, oceans redraw the coasts, and climates shift. The stage resets, quietly but completely. Cretaceous dawn spreads over new plains. Life adapts fast, because in a changing world, only flexibility lasts. Hadrosaurs move in herds through the wetlands, shaping the landscape as they pass. Grazers, travelers, and survivors. Other species choose armor over speed. Ankylosaurus walks like a fortress, slow, heavy, and almost untouchable. On open ground, horns and instincts rise together, and somewhere beyond the mist, a shadow tests the edge of fear. Up close, every scar is a history. Horns are polished by years of use, tools shaped by pressure and time. Before the animal appears, the ground speaks, footprints fill with water, and the mud remembers weight. Tyrannosaurus rex, built to dominate the final act. Not a monster, but an apex design forged by evolution. In this silence, every breath is a decision. One charge at end of life, or start a war. Not every survivor is huge. Velociraptor is small, fast, and sharp-minded, built for speed, not spectacle. Along the rivers, another path of evolution unfolds. Spinosaurus belongs to the water's edge, where fish and danger meet. And above it all, giants of the sky glide on warm air. They are not dinosaurs, but they share this world. Under a dimming sky, the world slows down. The same plains remain, but the rules of survival begin to change. Forests fall quiet, not the calm of peace, more like the pause before a storm that never quite arrives. Rivers shrink, shorelines retreat. When water disappears, the map of life is redrawn, one species at a time. Dust settles on every leaf, turning green to gray. Even sunlight feels filtered, like the planet is holding its breath. What remains becomes history. Bone sinks into sediment, and the ground begins its long work of preservation. But one line did not end. From small, feathered bodies came new wings, survival written in flight. In every feather, there is an echo, a living reminder that the age of dinosaurs never fully vanished. When a bird lifts into the sky, it carries a fragment of deep time, proof that evolution can bend, endure, and continue.